right across the street from the disco towing. I don't know how that happened. Like, well, he sideswiped that car and hit that car. I don't know how the heck that happened. So this car looked like he got hit, ran into the pole, and somehow that car hit that car. Like, I don't know who knows how that can happen. This one here look like it gets pretty good damage on the rear and the sides. Now I don't know if there was anyone in this car when it got hit, but definitely got hit pretty hard. This is a kind of narrow street. Shouldn't be going too fast. I don't know. Like I said, the toughest thing you got to explain to your insurance company what happened. Like, we can speculate all day and night, but
Ma'am, can you take us off with the window for camera purposes, please?
I'm assuming this car was parked. But then I could be wrong. But then if it wasn't parked, then that means you was passing a moving vehicle. I don't know.
Can I just give you my phone number and then
Yeah, I'll take it, actually.
Yeah, that's just weird.
You want to wait for that? They're going to be in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because usually we have to go to the station to get it.
So that's the other, whatever's left of the rim. It takes a lot of force to rip a aluminum rim off like that. It's not a. I'm assuming that car was parked and this car was the one that was driving. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. This car here just lost control. Wasn't aware what was going on, and somehow they ran right into the parked car. You can see where it was struck. Usually the airbags deploy based off the side that it was struck, so it was all deployed on the passenger side. You don't know. You see the tire marks, so it. Yes. I don't know, guys. You tell me. How do we stop these crashes from happening like that? Like, what's the ultimate thing? Do we retrain people, re-educate them all over again? Um, I guess we'll hang around for the tow. Looks like both cars are going to be towed out of here. I don't know. Interesting. How safe are the city streets? I know for that aluminum rim to get ripped off the... I don't know, where is the tire? Is the tire still on the... Is the tire still on the car or is it somewhere else? So across the street and see if I can see the tire. But the tire's still there. So somehow it ripped the rim, or whatever's left of the rim, off the car. It's completely out of the I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a total, well, depends on how much damage the insurance company claims on it. They may not.
Bravo 452 457.
Just hang around for the tow and see.
50. 52 to 574 some loud music. 1 Gannett Street.
Imagine, I don't know. I think a lot of it's just not paying attention, like inexperience and not paying attention. It's kind of a combination of both.
Charlie 411.
411.
Can you have Charlie base send me out towed on this location, please?
Charlie Base. Charlie Base, where are you? 32 Blueson Street. Got it.
Only 10 cars slow down when they see something to look at. Other than that, they're flying down the street. It is a two-way street, but it's a very narrow
If you want, you can go inside the house.
narrow two-way street. But they do fly up here. I don't think the city of Boston didn't invest in a lot of signage on this roadway here, but there is signs like further down saying slow down, slow down, slow down. But they didn't put any speed bumps, anything like that on there. So I think it is what it is. So from the looks of it, looks like this car is the one that caused all the commotion. This car apparently looked like it was in a stationary position when it got hit. And this one somehow hit I don't know how you do that, but somehow hit the rear side and kind of, sideswiped the side a little bit and caused that action. Because either way, like the car that's over here will be at fault because the front of their car came in contact with another car. So that's how the rule of thumb works. Even if that car was moving, and you have to explain how you hit the rear of that car while you're moving in the same direction as that car is moving. So the only other conclusion would be you would be passing it, which you really shouldn't be doing at that kind of speed anyway. And I said we'll hang around for a little bit, see if the tow truck show up. I know they're kind of busy too. They're dealing with a lot of crashes around the city. So let's see how long it takes them to come over here. I know everybody likes the tow scene, so we'll hang around for a little bit. We'll come back to you when the tow trucks get here. Okay, you got a tow truck coming up here right now. If I was to guess, I'd say it's MJS, but I'm not sure. No, it's not MJS. Might be a Kiki. No, actually Auto Service and Tire.
What's up, man?
Not used to him using the flatbed. He usually uses the. No, it depends. He does use the flatbed too. How's it going? this is the exact reason why car insurance in the city of Boston is so high, because they got to pay for everybody else's crash. So what they do, they make everybody else pay for one person's mistake. So the rates go up across the board. Because the insurance companies, you gotta understand, they're in the business of making money. So if they're dishing out more money than they're making, then also it means they gotta pull more money in. That's the only way it's gonna work, or else they're gonna go out of business. Now, if no one got to any crashes, say for like a period of say 5 to 10 years, then the rates will go down, because they'll say, wow, this is a safe city, no one's getting to crashes, and rates have to go down because they're taking a lot of money and not paying out. As long as they keep paying out, like, they gotta pay out for this car and they gotta pay out for that car. And that's all gonna rely on this person's insurance right here. Now, sometimes when they both have the same car insurance, they try to make it, they try to split it, but if they can prove this person's 100% at fault, then they can't split it. And which it looks like this person's 100% at fault, because that car obviously looked like it was parked. I mean, I doubt that car was moving. Gotta do the inventory check. I heard of stories, I don't know in Massachusetts or other states, where they have towed cars and they found like bodies in the trunks of cars and kilos of drugs and stuff like that in the cars. So I think that's one of the reasons why they do the inventory check, just to do an observation. So you can't say, well, there was a firearm sitting in the front seat or in the glove box or something like that. And there's been situations where people try to come back to the car to recover those items too. So yeah, that's why they have to do the inventory check to make sure there's nothing, no wrongdoing. Now that's the MJS right there. All I can say is, guys, be careful. There's a lot of people that are very inexperienced driving. Some people are under the influence. Just be careful. Oh, happy holidays. This young lady right here have to call her insurance tomorrow and explain that her car got hit by just sitting on the side of the road. Like depending on the value of that car, that could be a total loss. It depends on the amount of work that be put into it. Interesting though. Some of it could be blamed on the street lighting, but you can't blame all of it on the street lighting. Some of it you got to rely on your own common sense. This guy here was coming down there at a good clip. This car right here, I don't know what they were thinking. They come down there with a pretty good clip. Now they want to slow down. That's crazy. Interesting. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the whole thing, man. I didn't catch it on camera, but I saw it. I wrote them a ticket. You're too nice to these people, man. It's not worth going to court for, too. It's just a pain in the neck. This guy, I got some of these stuff I got to catch on video. I'm looking around and seeing things, but I'm recording one thing. But this car, the officer was crossing the street. Technically, it should be a crosswalk there, too, but there's no crosswalk. But there's a stop sign there. There is a stop sign. Or at least there should be a stop sign there. We'll check that out, too, see if there's a stop sign over there. If there's not a stop sign there, the city should put one there. But you're coming to an intersection, so let's take a quick walk across the street. Let this car pass, because a lot of these cars don't know how to drive. Let this car pass first. A lot of these cars come barreling out of Burrell Street over here, this one, he's not going so fast. The other car's coming a lot faster than this one. And there should be a stop sign here, but I don't think there is. See these cars are doing here. They all everybody's flying, so there's no caution whatsoever. They only slow down when you're watching them. So we'll walk over there to see if the stop sign exists. And if it's not one, the city of Boston should put one here. And I don't think there is one. Just for documentation purposes, there's no stop sign that I can see. So when you turn around and look at the back of these signs, there's no stop sign on either side. There should be a stop sign here with a stop bar because you're coming up to an intersection. But the car obviously came flying out faster than they should have been coming. Obviously, you could tell it's pretty fast. You don't have to go to school to tell that someone's speeding. Come on, you can tell the speed. If you can't, then something's wrong with you. I know that officer knew that car was going more than 20 miles an hour for sure. And I think they might have a class on that too. I'm not too sure, but they probably do, where you can estimate speeds. A lot of people can estimate within the 10-mile range. They're not going to get 100%, but they can estimate it within the 10-mile range. And it's all based on how fast you're approaching certain objects per second, per minute, But I think they should put a stop sign there because theoretically you should be stopping before you go into the intersection. This car right here, that car's going slow. That's about 20 miles an hour right there. The other car wasn't doing that. It was not even doing close. And people always ask, how come they don't write tickets? It's when if you go to court, and sometimes you don't really go before a judge, you go before a magistrate. So sometimes the officers don't show up, but then if you do have to go to court, it's like now you gotta explain how you believe this car was going faster than the normal speed limit. And a lot of times they dismiss it, or I mean it's a loophole in the system. It doesn't hold people accountable for their actions, basically. Now, years ago, state police used to run like radar, or now LiDAR, or I don't know what the new technology is, but they used to run that like on American Eastern Highway, Cummins Highway, even some parts of Blue Hill Ave. They used to do that. I don't think they even do it anymore. And maybe they should. Maybe that's what they need to do. Start writing up a lot of tickets on Blue Hill. Get the message out there. You know, American Legion, Blue Hill, you get a ticket. Don't go up there. Then start on Columbia Road, do the same thing on Columbia Road, and kind of go around the city, do that so people get the message to writing up speeding tickets. And that's a pretty hard hit there. I don't know what the speed was, but it had to be greater than 20 miles an hour. What he's dragging up there is the remains of the tire with the axle still on it. So you guys probably can't see it because of the lighting. But he's dragging the remains of the tire up on top of the flatbed. I said, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. We're trying to figure out, like, how do we slow cars down in the city of Boston? You try to drag that up there with only 3 wheels. You can do it. You know, it's got to get over that little hump there. Got to kind of finagle a little bit. Yeah, lift it up, drop it on that little piece right there, and then yank it up the rest of the way. You can put a block underneath it, so the block will work too. Lift it up, put a block underneath it, and then drag it up that way. You can do that way. There's a couple of ways you can do it. So once you get up high enough, you can put a block under there to give it some space. I would have stuck that old rim under there. That's what I would have did. The front tires are turning. I think he's got a. It's not. It means the steering wheel is not locked. Like sometimes it does lock, but unfortunately, it might lock in that position the way it is now. So it could be tough. Get the good old Slim Jim out, or the what's that called? It's not called the Slim Jim no more. What is it called? The Easy 2. For each turn the wheel back to its original position. So that's why it's easy when they have the keys to the car, because it makes it a lot easier for the tow. Hopefully that locked in place and doesn't come back out again. But it is what it is. Now, if you was towing that with a rear lift, you have to tie the wheel straight. You have to open up the car, use a seatbelt or a ratchet down, and tie it straight. He should put the his overhead lights on, so that way people can see him in the road too. Because these drivers are horrible when it comes to driving. They're very horrible. Like, that's why when you did step in that street, the way these people drive. As you can see, the street lighting is kind of horrible, because I mean that light there should be casting over here, but it's kind of like a dull setting, a very dull setting, like a cheap energy saving setting. It's not even the proper lighting. It's like what is that? A warm. I guess they call that a warm white. He pretty much got it now. It's up there on the bed. That's all that counts. Pretty much it. I gotta see how this video comes out, because looking through the camera, I can't see anything. Like I can see the tail lights of the truck and a little bit of the car. I can see how it comes out, like actually when it's displayed. Gonna pick up the remainder of the rim. All that could be now is scrap metal for the scrap yard. The aluminum is what is it? What is 70 cents a pound? 60, 70 cents, maybe a little bit more now. I don't know. Maybe 100. $1. No, it can't be $1 a pound. That'd be too much. It's probably like 70 cents a pound. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Be safe out there, guys. A lot of distracted drivers, a lot of people not paying attention. Just be careful. Gotta use some kind of caution. Catch you guys on the next one. Be safe out there. Happy holidays.